Where did your learner journey start?
So my first ever sewing project was some bunting that I made for Christmas, and then one of my mum's friends, Christine, said that she was doing dressmaking, and so I went along in the January to my first term of dressmaking and just fell in love with sewing. This was my first ever piece of clothing that I've made. It's a jumpsuit. And so yeah, and I just fell in love, and I just found it so relaxing and stressful at times, I'm not gonna lie. There's been some sewing challenges, but yeah, so I've started the course in January, and just loved it, and the environment was so brilliant. I'd never sewn before ever, so it was straight in at the deep end.
How did you feel when you first enrolled for your course?
I was nervous because I'd never done a class with York Learning, so I was quite unsure and not really sure what level it was at, but the course description was great, and they gave me lots of information beforehand, where to go, how to get there and things, and I was doing it as part of my recovery from brain surgery, so that was another added challenge, but I made my tutor Kate aware of all my needs. And she told me, how to access the venue and things like that, and it was just brilliant, and everybody was so inclusive, so it was great.
So how was your experience on the course?
It was wonderful. Kate, our tutor, was just amazing, so helpful and supportive, really taking things, at each individual's pace, which was brilliant. I've made some probably lifelong friends who also love sewing, and it's great to be surrounded by people who are also so enthusiastic, and you can get advice from, and talk about different materials and what you're thinking of doing next and things like that. So it's really, really lovely to have other people to talk to about something that you are so passionate about.
How do you feel now that you have finished your course?
I am feeling great. I feel like I've learned so much. I've made probably about 8 to 10 different garments, and everyone has given me challenges, but it's just been so great to get a finished garment that I can wear. I've also now started another job, and I do 2 days a week for a lady that does soft furnishings, blinds, curtains. So being on the courses with York Learning has now moved me into a professional role where I'm able to sew. I'm only doing 2 days a week at the moment, but I'm loving it and learning lots with that as well. So it's led on to professional development, which has just been brilliant.
So the last question is, what difference will the course make for you? Which you kind of just answered in the last one, but do you think anything else?
I think it should have brought me friends as well that are interested, and people of all different ages, and I'm quite young, and there was older ladies there that had been sewing for years, and they brought a lot of advice, and Kate's advice has just been amazing throughout the course as well. So it's just a sense of community as well. You go to class and you look forward to seeing everyone, and yeah, it's just brilliant, really, really brilliant.